What kind of properties could they go for?
Think of that, because you are not here in New Zealand. Most of the time probably you are in Australia, in Singapore, or in another country. You want like buy something that is self-contained, that pays for itself ideally, and if they can have some cash flow positive, that would be great. I think that will be a very important criteria, because you want to probably initially spend some deposit or just use equity to get the home, and then it runs for itself. You have a team to look after it, and then you just get on your own adventure outside. So I think to buy something with a high cash flow, not a bad idea.
I definitely think tend to agree on that side of things. Obviously, if you go to our YouTube channel, we talk about it a lot, looking at the numbers of on the properties and looking at what the rental yield is going to look like. But obviously, there are other things that potentially you want to think about, because besides the rents that you're getting, you want to invest in a city that potentially have good capital gains. And so perhaps some of the bigger cities, you might want to potentially avoid West Coast, but some of the bigger cities like New Plymouth, Palmerston North, Hastings, despite, it's quite sad that they had the storm, but it is a growing city.
First of all, you make a good formula about what you want to buy, and then you just find the spot that you are confident, and there is multiple way for you to actually hunt for property. So you should be more specific, I would say, because there's so many different type of investments. Every investment has its own, fits in a particular strategy. Because you are an overseas person, and I think our strategy, or your thinking is to create a safety net and get some capital gain and a cash flow positive. If you put that condition into a formula, then the ideal property will come out.
And the interesting thing is, because there's always a misconception or a myth that because if you invest out of like Auckland or Wellington, you don't have the capital gains. But that has been not true. If you look at the last 20 years,
Exactly.
the regions is actually, some of them actually
Stronger.
even stronger
Yeah.
than the main cities.